to the send-off ceremony, the official send-off rather, of the Indian Olympic contingent for London 2012.
And it's a Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award winner as well. We call her Magnificent Mary. MC Mary Khan. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for her.
That's going from India, 84 sportspersons for 13 disciplines. But remember, why the send-off is in controversy today is for the fact that Ajay Markan, the sports minister, has not been extended an invite by the Indian Olympic Association. It does appear rather strange because most sports ministers are invited to an official send-off of this sort. You can see the sportspersons sitting there. These are the people who will be headed to London. There are other important people like former Olympic gold medalist Abhinav Bindra, who is not present at that ceremony today because he is abroad, and that stands true for the hockey team as well. Shimon Ray, our correspondent, now joins us with more details. Shimon, even at this time, the send-off could not be far from controversy. Ajay Markan not present there.
Well, Ajay Markan has just arrived in India. He had traveled to Kazakhstan, and from here he thought that he would be here. When I called him up in his office, then he said that there was no invite as such. So clearly it seems that Ajay Markan has not been. It's a courtesy call by every parent body of Olympic Association in every country to invite the sports ministers of that country, because it may be in the Olympic Charter that sports ministers are not supposed to interfere. But on a send-off ceremony, it's a ceremony just, and on a send-off ceremony like this, sports ministers are generally invited. But the IOA has taken a step not inviting. It doesn't seem that right.
Shimon, is the IOA saying anything about it?
Well, I spoke to some of the IOA officials, and they said that there is no need for the presence of sports ministry. They are saying that they were talking about Olympic Charter, but it doesn't really make any difference, because Olympic Charter doesn't talk about the ceremony. Ceremonies are where you basically send off the athletes, and on a ceremony like this, the sports minister who heads the sports department of the country should be invited, and he would have given a simple speech, and that's it. That's about it. And IOA, the acting president, and the general secretary, they could have still hogged the limelight. So probably they thought that sports minister will again hog the limelight and take away all he has been doing. And they were at loggerheads for the last few years, last 1 or 2 years. So clearly it seems that Ajay Markan the IOA is not very fond of Ajay Markan, and that's reflected in not actually inviting him. So, but it leaves a very bad taste on a day which is supposed to be the official send-off of all that.
Shimon, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the sports ministry provide funds to certain sports persons for their training, and in that capacity, shouldn't it just have been logical for the sports minister to be present at such a ceremony?
Yes and no, in that sense that the sports minister and the sports ministry under the SAI scheme, the Sports Authority of India scheme, do give a lot of funds to the players. But the sports minister is supposed to stay away from the selection and certain things like that. But today, being an official send-off, it should have been. Nobody can force IOA to do so. In fact, because this is a program by IOA. But the minimum courtesy should have been by the IOA to invite Ajay Markan, because Ajay Markan in the past has always invited whenever there is a big function or held by sports ministry. He has always called for the IOA officials. IOA officials never responded. So here maybe Ajay Markan is right, and IOA officials seem to be a little not in the right track.